Alright, so we took the injectors off right now. We're going to crank it and try and get a little bit of oil pressure before anything else.
Good.
You look at the oil pressure light yet?
I haven't.
Try it again. I don't think it will turn off with that fewer runs, especially with us having the remote oil cooler. It'd probably take a long time.
Sure, crank's good though.
Yeah. Alright, give it a second. Alright, this is it. You ready? Sign, right? So Esther is at home. I guess her kids are sick or she's sick. So we have Lisa. There's Lisa. If you don't know, this is Lisa, the librarian, hence the glasses.
Hence the glasses, yes.
What do you think about this build?
I think it looks pretty fancy.
There is a lot of stuff in that engine bay on there. So we didn't take a break, but it sounds good. We're going to run it a little bit more, put it outside. The shop already smells like car fumes, and we have the air conditioning on today. So we'll take it outside, finish the bleeding process. We'll check the bumper. We have left the cardboard on for a reason. The lower part might touch that and we don't want to bend the fins, so we're going to cut that back and we can use this cardboard as a reference how close we are to it. Then when we're happy, we'll pull the cardboard off. So the bumper is on, and when we installed it we actually put the intercooler as far back as we could. We only had to really trim the edges to get a good 1/4 inch. I really like leaving that grill in there. For one, it's more impressive that you've actually got everything to fit, but these tend to droop. Without the structure of this tends to kind of fall like this, and then it, you know, it gets like a belly in the middle. It doesn't look as good, and this gives it more support. Plus, this keeps a little bit of the OEM S2000 character. This can be unbolted. Problem is the finished edge here isn't really finished. It has like a flange about 1 inch all the way around. It has a few holes in it, and it's not as shiny as the outside of this. Like, it kind of looks unfinished. It just looks like you remove the grill and, you know, let it slide. It just doesn't look as impressive in my opinion. This is little from sanding. The other backside, it's got a few little wisps of plastic on there, but it looks pretty good. That's clean. More custom stuff.
I think we have to go 150. The 120 will be too close.
Yeah. It's right up against that pipe, isn't it?
Yep.
So we've got the bracket holding our can on here. We're trying to figure out the best routing for the lines. So this one down here is 150 degree, this is 120. So yeah, 150, and then you can kick around here and clear the alternator. So the Milwaukee stuff is coming in thick and fast. Well, not real fast, because this was supposed to be 2-day prime, and it took 4 days to get here. Actually, we ordered it on Memorial Day, so it took 5 days. And we got packaging. So we're going to throw 2 away. These are 5.0 batteries, which is the 5 amp battery is a little bit stronger. Some of the other ones are 2 amps.
Yeah, I believe so.
So we're going to sacrifice 2 batteries, and now we have literally a full set.
Possibly a fire sacrifice, but probably not.
Probably not. Probably just dispose of them in the correct way at a recycling facility.
That sounds good.
Probably what we'll do.
Sounds nice and fresh and good for the environment.
Alright, fresh off the dyno. So on the wastegate, about 10.5 pounds, we were making about 410 to the wheels. Up the boost little by little, it got to about 14.5, 15, and it seemed like it hit a wall. We didn't push it too much because again, we're on 93 octane. It's a bone stock engine, it's an AP1, super low mileage, so we're not about pushing the envelope, but I personally think this intercooler piping should be 3 inches, 2.5. I think it runs into an airflow issue from past experience, but I could be wrong. And again, I'm not gonna push this car. All the extra heat wrapping we did, you see it's got the gold tape all the way around there. We did these wastegate lines, the hoses, we rerouted those to get them a little bit away from the heat. Changed these because they were pretty close to the hood. That just made contact with the shield there. You know, this is kind of squishy. So we put the caps on there and put the upper vacuum hose this way. Heat shields, like we showed you earlier. It's got one all the way around the battery and then a big one around the fuse box. Again, everything we can to keep the heat away from the sensitive areas. So one of the other things that he wanted is the suspension and brakes. We're gonna work on the brakes next. So we're doing the package that we like, which is the StopTech front rotors, Hawk HPS pads, braided stainless Goodrich lines, which is going to replace these rubber ones right here, and flush the fluid and put DOT4 synthetic in there. Really good brake package. We've tested this and had a handful of customers test this on street and some light road course. Absolutely great package. Plus the rotors are powder coated on the inside and on this lip, so they look much nicer too. So let me go ahead and change one and I'll show you what it looks like. Rotor is on, new pad and lines and everything is set and bled. And I'm gonna double check this on the street, do just a initial break-in. We don't break them in all the way, but just the first preliminary break-in just to set the pads. See if the brake looks pretty trick behind the wheel there. Let me get a shot of the back one. You see the reflection of everything in the shot, look at that. And there's the back one right there, look how good that looks. Alright, Nutzine suspension is on and all adjusted. We've got the height nice. And as you see, it's already got adjustable camber kits on this. Never dealt with these before, but they look pretty nice. And of course we've got the LHT upgraded brake setup, so the old suspension is off, and we'll go ahead and test this to make sure the height is right and double check all the locks, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that build. We had a lot of fun doing it, even though it took quite a lot more time than expected, but as you see, we want things to be a certain way. We don't want to just rush through them, and we're trying to take as many precautions as we can to make it reliable. Car made 486 horsepower, that's a lot more power than stock. AP1s typically make about 190 to the wheels on our dyno, maybe a couple of them have made 195. So 486 from 195, the car is going to be a rocket. Low boost even 410, 412 I think it was, is fantastic. So, and the car looks impressive. The customer picked it up, he's real happy with it. So if you like what we do, go ahead and subscribe, click the bell, and it'll just give you notifications when we upload another video. We're not going to spam you or email you or do anything like that. So I appreciate you watching, thanks. And all the support that you give us. We're taking a short hiatus break, so hopefully this last 4 videos will keep you entertained until we return. Again, just a very small break. So again, thanks for watching guys, really appreciate the support.